Did DJI just flip the action camera game on its head? What if I told you the brand new Osmo Action 6 doesn't just shoot in 8K, it literally syncs with your smartwatch in real time? And that's not all, because there is also a secret DJI 360 drone leak that could shake up the skies in 2025. Stick with me until the end, because once you hear what DJI is working on, you won't look at action cameras or drones the same way again. Alright, welcome back to the channel, and trust me, this isn't going to be a boring list of specs. This is a story about how DJI might be rewriting the rules of content creation, and if you use cameras or drones in any way, you're going to feel this shift. Let's start with the Osmo Action 6. For years, action cameras have been about portability and ruggedness, but DJI just added something new: connection. Real-world tester images show the Action 6 pairing directly with a smartwatch. Imagine this: you're racing down a mountain trail, heart pounding, sweat dripping, and instead of fumbling with tiny buttons or reaching awkwardly for your camera, you glance at your wrist. One tap, you're recording. Another tap, you switch to slow motion. Want to grab a time lapse? Easy, but here's the part that really excites me. The watch isn't just a remote control, it's a storyteller. It's sending your GPS location, your speed, even your heart rate and oxygen levels directly into your footage. Think about that: you're mountain biking, and when you rewatch your video, you don't just see the trail. You see your speed climbing, your pulse racing, your oxygen dropping as you hit the climb. It's not just footage anymore. It's your body, your journey, woven into the story. Now let's talk about the image quality. A massive 1-inch sensor with 13.5 stops of dynamic range. That means more detail in the shadows, smoother highlights, richer tones. This is the kind of sensor size that used to belong to high-end professional cameras, and now it's sitting in a rugged action cam that fits in your pocket. And if you love frame rate choices, DJI is throwing everything at us. 8K at 30 frames for future-proof footage. 5.3K at 60 for that sweet balance of detail and smoothness. And 4K at 120 for buttery slow motion that turns everyday action into cinematic moments. But there's a twist. Under the front screen, testers spotted a pill-shaped component. Not a button, not a speaker, nothing we've seen before. Could it be a sensor for new features, maybe gesture control? DJI is keeping us guessing, and honestly, the mystery just adds to the excitement. Design-wise, it looks similar to the Action 5 Pro, and that's a good thing. Dual screens, rugged build, clear visuals. But subtle refinements suggest DJI is smoothing out the rough edges, maybe improving grip, weight balance, or thermal control. And then there's the battery story. Two sizes have been spotted: 1,770 mAh and 1,500. That screams to versions: a standard and a pro, a compact option for casual users, and a powerhouse for creators who want the most out of their gear. Now, about timing, DJI has been consistent. The Action 1 in September 2022, the Action 4 in August 2023, and the Action 5 Pro in September 2024. That points squarely to late summer or early fall of 2025 for the Action 6. And the leaks we were seeing? Not blurry, not sketchy, they're crisp, confident, almost like DJI wants us to know it's coming. Just when you thought that was enough, here's the curveball: the DJI 360 drone. Yes, DJI is stepping into 360 aerial capture, and it looks serious. The prototype has been spotted in wilderness tests, and honestly, it already looks production ready. Unlike Insta360's fixed fisheye lenses, DJI is going bold with a rotating gimbal-mounted panoramic lens. That means stable, flexible 360 footage, vertical FPV-style shots, and creativity on a whole new level. Pair that with a 1-inch sensor, and suddenly low-light 360 footage goes from noisy and muddy to jaw-dropping, and DJI isn't stopping there. This drone appears to feature their multi-vision obstacle avoidance system, the same tech that makes their flagship drones almost impossible to crash. Rumors even suggest LiDAR integration borrowed from their higher-end models. If that's true, this drone could fly smarter and safer than anything else in its category. The pricing looks competitive too. Expect a standard bundle around $1,100 to $1,300, a Fly More combo with extras a bit higher, a Pro Creator Kit pushing into the mid-1,000 range, and enterprise options nudging closer to $1,900. Launch timing looks late 2025 into early 2026, right in line to compete directly with Insta360's upcoming anti-gravity A1. So step back and look at the bigger picture. On one side, the Osmo Action 6, an action cam that links to your wrist and embeds your very heartbeat into the footage. On the other, a 360 drone with a rotating gimbal that could redefine what aerial storytelling even looks like. Together, they signal that DJI isn't just making cameras. They're making tools to turn your life into immersive stories. And here's my question for you. If you had to choose, would you rather own the Action 6 with smartwatch powers or the 360 drone with its panoramic gimbal? Drop your answer in the comments. I'm curious to see where you land. If you enjoyed this breakdown and you want to stay ahead of the curve on everything DJI and beyond, hit that subscribe button and stay tuned. Because if these leaks are even half true, 2025 is shaping up to be a year where DJI once again proves they were not just leading the game, they're redefining it.